weekend, that's trouble time.
Yeah, I was carrying a gun.
Just a random shooting. Wrong place, wrong time. I got shot right here in my right thigh and right here in my left elbow.
I was getting money. I was like 12. I was getting money.
My first tattoo was this, and this for a friend that died. So, you know, I'm shedding a permanent tip for him.
Hell yeah, I was carrying guns every day. You know, I wasn't gonna shoot anybody. When I was over to jail, it was like terrible. It's terrible. It's the worst place in the world.
You know, when you're incarcerated, you meet a lot of people, you meet a lot of new faces. Some people for your best benefit, some people not for your benefit. But this is a good dude right here. So, you know, me and him been cool ever since we got outside of the center. I was 18 years old, and I told him, oh, I'm not doing nothing that I don't want to do. Like all that programs and drug programs, I don't want none of that. I ain't gonna never let him put a leash on me.
A lot of times the peer pressure leads to car theft, drug dealing, drug using, playing with weapons.
I was kind of doing the wrong things, kind of trying to be a big boy, and she put me in Sasha Bruce, put me in a group home.
Young people that we serve are coming from high-risk communities in general. We say it's the land of opportunity, but you know, you're born where you're born. The system kind of perpetuates itself. Death, jail, you know, more death.
There's a lot of frustration because they go through different things at home, you know what I mean, and different things in their neighborhood. Through the music and the arts, they can really like open their hearts and really feel it.
I get my weed, right? Then I get my cigarette. Then I get a girlie in the telly and she's getting wet. Yeah, I do my thing and I do my thing and I make her scream and I get so hot until it's steam. I am aiming no beam. I am on my balance. Couldn't lose my balance. Give me my applause and after that, give me my silence. Yeah. I used to be like this, want to be a rapper, you know, always in the studio, always, you know. But since I started playing the guitar, that's all I do now. My case manager that worked with Sasha Bruce told me about a band.
They have this band, and they are very dedicated to it. The very first thing that I think about when they're in there, I think, oh my God, they're not out on the street. Truly. If nothing else happened, they would have 2 days where they weren't out on the street. Because when they're on the street, they're on the street. And what I mean by that is not necessarily sleeping on the street, although some of our kids have slept on the street, but they're living the life, what I consider a war zone.
I'm kind of the star client around here, if I should say.
Yeah, see if they're out there, sweetheart.
I will.
Ciao, bambino.
Just, you know, when I was at my worst times, they ain't let me go. They ain't say, forget this client, he off the hook. They said, we're gonna get through to this boy.
That's a good idea, Bijan.
On the positive side, I go to work 9 to 4 every day. Every day, 9 to 4. I'm taking up construction and janitorial right now.
I think it's great to have you know, young people to show, okay, these things, even though these things have happened to you, or these things that you've been involved with, they don't dictate what your rest of your life is.
You go on my box, you know, I'm charging up while I'm talking. It's like a dog on a leash. I mean, it doesn't really bother me because, you know, me being a dad and all, I don't want to hang outside after 10 o'clock anyway. You know, that was my first time going to jail. That wasn't the place for me, you know, and all I could think about when I was in there was my son. Gotta be here for him, so. I was never taught how to play. I just listen, you know, I got an ear for music.
Tyrell was more of my quiet storm. And DeAngelo, that's like I'd say that's like my twin a little bit. Cause me and him have a lot of the same thoughts. Like they like brothers to me.
On our very own DeAngelo Connors, amen. Amen. Come on, y'all. Everybody that's young is not carrying a gun. Amen. That's true. That's so true. They're not snatching somebody's grandmother's purse. Amen. Amen. But he spent his days helping challenged people. Amen. Who cannot do for themselves. Amen.
I'd rather go to work than stand on the corner and sell drugs. I go to work and make my money. I take care of people with disabilities. I was actually coming from work, heading to church, and these two guys saw me with my equipment. And they was like, oh, we got this band called F.A.M.E. We want you to come down there and try out. So he called me, I came down there, tried out, and I've been with the band since then. Ain't never missed a practice.
My drummer and my bass player. Them the two people who've been with me to the point where it was just us three in there practicing. Yeah, those my aces right there.
Bijan, what he'll do is he'll come down there and just jam by himself and then he'll come up, okay, I got the stress out.
There was one night where they got into a pretty heated argument downstairs, the band members. And because they've been empowered and they care about the band, they care about each other, they were able to solve the argument by themselves.
It was like, I forgot I fucking went.
Y'all shouldn't even, you shouldn't have to remind them. If y'all forget again, I'm gonna be upset.
Tyrell, he walked up and said, man, this band is therapeutic. He said, usually I wouldn't be able to deal with this stuff and get through it, but we did it.
You hear me? It's my man Real on the bass.
Hey, what's up,
Look at him up.
What's
My
up?
man Streets.
What's up, man?
Same band show. Keyboard was stolen, a bass guitar was stolen, and some hi-hats, which really pissed me off. Because if you mess with my drum set, then yeah, that's just, it's just crazy how somebody will come in there and just steal.
It's one of those bittersweet, realizations that the only people that knew about, the stuff in the basement were people that were associated with the band. To have, someone in that circle violate you and do that is tough. The young people that we work with, don't cope well with loss. Those are instruments that they play with, especially I think Tyrell, because they took the bass, which is essentially is his bass. No one else really plays the bass. It's there for him. He kind of takes care of it. He was babying it.
I consider myself a loyal person, 'cause we had a lot of guys that came in, was gone.
Them wasn't real family members. Them wasn't really people who was trying to really be a part of the band. Felt like if it ain't one thing, it's another, but it's always something trying to hold us back.
People had ideas and thought so-and-so did it. Nothing came of it. No one came and said, okay, I'm gonna go take care of this the way I know how to take care of something.
Bijan is somebody who's a leader, and I don't think he had that before. And if he did have it before, it was leading in not a positive way. It was being on the street and leading people to do things. And now he has the ability to do everything. He's trusted. Band equipment was stolen. They were trying to fundraise and do all that stuff. Bijan led that. Bijan sat up front every day asking for donations and made the signs in the front and had all that, the bucket or whatever he has up there. I mean, that's what they do. And they are invested, 1,000% invested.
Yeah, like I remember one day a lady just walked past, just out of nowhere. She stopped. She knocked on the door. She was like, "Who is Carter or Bijan?" I was like, "That's me." She was like, "Okay, what you trying to do here?" Da 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 da. Just asking for a run through. So I told her about it, and she gave us like $50. Like just dropped $50 in the bucket. I was like, "Thank you." I ain't even know what to say. I was speechless.
Y'all waiting for him?
All right, man.
All right, then.
All right. Wednesday.
Why is your dog licking my toes?
Being in this band means you're talented. This is a program for young people that, are in trouble. This is a program for young people that are trying to do something with their lives and that have some talent.
Freedom is very important to anybody, nobody wants to be locked up.
The box is gone. It disappeared. We ain't going. Free at last.
In the future, I hope to help juvenile delinquents who have been through or are going through the same stuff that I've been through or am going through.
I got intentions on, going to school, working on planes, becoming an aviation tech.
My record is clear. I'm proud of it. I get my money legit. Never catch me on nobody's corner.
Stand on our feet because we're not going down on our knees. I'm still here. Same band tatted. I'm not going nowhere.
I had people, trying to get me to play with their band, but I'm with F.A.M.E all the way.
Holla at your boy. See y'all Monday. Practice.
F.A.M.E band. Forgive all of my enemies. If you're trying to do something positive, you have to have a positive name. This lady right here is gorgeous.
His first day home from the hospital, I think he first opened his eyes. I gave him some cookies. You see, I don't think a baby's supposed to have those, but I gave him some cookies. That's my man, like my best friend,